What's up, everybody? It's your girl Bonnie Scotch. Thank you so much for clicking on the video today. I wanted to bring you a little side conversation as it is related to RHOA. Now, before we get started, go ahead and click the like button for me. When you hit the like button, it is a free way to support the channel and also let YouTube know that I'm here and that you all are rocking with my commentary. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting. The event decorator Brit hired, yes, event decorator, took to Instagram to say, "Not so fast, John Wick." I pulled this from the Bravo Shade Room. The event decorator goes on to say, "Hi, I'm Bella. I want to address my appearance on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, where I decorated an event for Brit Eady. As the event decorator, I fulfilled everything I was asked to do and more. However, some behind-the-scenes details weren't shown. I want to be clear. I was not responsible for the food. Brittany asked me to design a menu based on her selections, and the restaurant was in charge of providing and serving it. Secondly, the venue was not available for private use. The club was open and operating, and me and my team arrived early, not late, and was moved around due to production, lighting, etc. All things that were out of our control. We overdid our job." She chose to serve small bites due to budget constraints, which she confirmed in a message. "I had no control over food quantity or service, as I'm not an event planner or caterer. My role was strictly decor. I offered input on setup, including the use of high-top tables and styling the dining table, which she approved. Lastly, any claims that I overcharged or misled anyone are false. I wasn't even fully compensated for my job and was still in dispute about my balance. There's a clear difference between an event decorator and an event planner. Confusing the two unfairly shifts blame." I really don't like how Britt was throwing that event decorator under the bus in the episode, trying to make it seem like the lady was at fault for handing out menus, knowing good and goddamn well she couldn't pay for this event. Miss Pretty and Paid.
I'm pretty and paid. Of course there's haters trying to shade.
Oh, hating on this?
This show has strayed so far from God's light. Housewives is supposed to be a show that gives us a look into the luxurious and opulent lifestyles of these women afforded to them by their husbands. Brit Eady doesn't give me housewives. She doesn't even give me love and hip-hop. She gives love after lockup. Now, I'm just curious as to why there were budget constraints. What does your husband do for a living again? Oh yeah, that's right. You never mention what your man does for a living, because I feel as though if your man did anything of note, you would be bragging about it.
Now, okay, I gotta ask you this. Now, okay, what does he do for a living?
He is very, very, very intelligent. So his background is in IT. So
IT.
yes, his background is in IT. So he knows how to build like infrastructures. So he has a trucking business. He has a car dealership. But yeah, so serial entrepreneur.
So I went over to Mike's Instagram page to get a better sense, a better vibe of what this man does as a serial entrepreneur. Let Oren Ishii tell it.
Another day, another business venture.
You know how Cole works at the airport and I work on the radio?
Yeah, sure.
Just what the hell do you do for a living, bro?
That man said, another day, another business venture. Can anybody tell what exactly it is that he does from that video? Because I couldn't. Shout out to the content creators and the black media outlets that were doing coverage at Brit Eady's event. I know that Aaron from House of Aaron was there and Bingeworthy was there as well. And I did take a look at their last videos to see what they had to say about Brit Eady's event. Aaron went on to tell us that each housewife gets a stipend for the events that they throw. You got a stipend and it wasn't enough to serve everybody food. Okay, but doesn't that mean that your husband's money or even your money would come into play at some point? Because I thought that Brittany had $1 million insurance company. I thought that she was buying her man RollsRoyces.
I feel like the problem is today is I feel like there's a lot of bad bitches who get with men with money and they don't really feel like they need to bring anything to the table outside of just being a bad bitch. And it's like, for me, I bought my man a RollsRoyce for Christmas. You didn't see that? It went viral. They got like 1 million
Did
views.
I? I think I did see
Are
that.
you serious? It was like, it was everywhere. On blogs.
I think I seen it. I did see it.
I said you have some women who sit in the RollsRoyce, and then you have other women
I remember that
who
post.
buy them.
I remember that post.
And I did that because I wanted to show the appreciation for my man and let him know, like, damn, you've been a nigga. Like, you that nigga. So you need to be able to be appreciated and have a woman who's gonna go just as hard for you. And so I bought him a RollsRoyce. I bought him a Ray.
That's crazy.
So,
where are the women at?
I feel like men don't allow women to be in a space to be. I've never been with a man who have made me want to do something like that for them. I haven't. Like, I spent a bag on my man, like a real bag. Like,
that's not normal.
no, but I feel like how he treats me, the respect, everything, like how he makes me feel, like he would do anything in this world for me. And I feel like that's priceless. And I feel like men need to be, tricked on.
We do.
Men need to be loved on and treated like a king. And, I take my man, I pop up with gifts, and like, he's like, he that nigga for real. So I'm like, you gon' see the benefits on why you chose me to be your wife. So it's like, and it ain't like a pick me or a choose me. We together.
Right.
But he is somebody who literally has like anything I can imagine.
Oh.
So it's like, for me, it's like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I want to go out and do something like that? Because now, you know what that does? It's like, if we didn't work out, where would you go?
Right.
Where would you go? It's like when you've had a taste of caviar, it's like, and I had caviar for the first time today. It was nice.
Today?
Okay. For the first time. It's like you're accustomed to your woman treating you a certain way. It's going to be very hard to kind of, not get all this greatness.
Right.
So, and not that it's about materialistic things or any of that.
It's the thought.
It's the thought, and it's like, okay, I can afford it, I can do it, and that's what I knew he wanted one, and he was about to buy his own, and I'm like, no, honey. Well, I didn't tell him that. Yeah. But I surprised him.
What did he say?
He like, and I want to say, I think it's all still on Instagram too, on my page. But you see the whole moment. It was just like, you're shocked because you don't expect that. And I feel like you don't see regular people buying stuff. You see celebrities, the Cardi B's and the Offsets buying each other these gifts, but you don't see, I ain't seen none of these bad bitches on the gram just going out saying, hey, I appreciate my man, I'm gonna buy you RollsRoyce. I've never seen that. And these girls, they got money, they got businesses. I feel like in today's day, I feel like it's all about how much a woman can get, but they not really doing nothing for their man. But I feel like you got to provide that safe haven in order to be in a space where you want to do that for your man. So
You only see.
I am so sorry about the 4-minute bird brain rambling, y'all. But I wanted to show y'all the mentality, the mindset, the desperation. This woman wants me to believe that she can afford to buy her man a RollsRoyce, but she can't afford a few more chicken plates? Let's suspend our disbelief for a moment and allow Brit to take us on this fantastical journey. Let's say she did buy this man a RollsRoyce. My thing is, I don't believe in arbitrarily buying expensive gifts for men or tricking off on them. Why would I hand over my hard-earned dollars to the most moneyed and resourced people on the planet? Men even make more money on the dollar than us in every space. Has she never heard of the gender pay gap? We need to do some education on this.
Okay, so there's some education that needs to be done. I can see that.
She really said if we broke up, where would he go? This woman is under the impression that expensive gifts will keep a man close and in the bed at night. Can you say unwell? This interview is from 2 years ago, but this lady went to look at cars down in the parking lot and advertise her cat down to them people's dealership. I don't know, what, 3-4 episodes into the season? Why else would you raise your ankles to your head unprovoked? Why are you filming at the dealership without a purchase?
Insufficient funds.
There seems to be a lot of scraping and scrounging with Brit Eady and her husband. Mind you, I don't even dislike her husband. He seems like a really chill, mellow, and cool guy. I just don't really know anything about him, and my imagination is left to wonder. She told us that when her father passed away, she had to start a GoFundMe to pay for the funeral, which also made no sense to me because she was bragging about dating ballers, rappers, and Rick Ross. Nobody out here is dating Rick Ross for love. Let's be clear on that, okay? Do you think that Rick Ross would have access to beautiful women if he didn't have money? So, did you sell it?
Did you ever sell it?
Did I ever?
The cat?
No, I did not.
Listen, I'm here for the sex workers and the cam divas, okay? I love and support you all. But I have to ask, where is the money? Because it's giving bad pussy management. I hope there are people out there watching this who are learning how to hoe smarter, hoe better. When you date the rich men, you're supposed to be getting some money. Only a male-centered, bird-brained woman would be looking at other bad bitches and judging them based off of being wise and spending their money on themselves. How are you pocket-watching other bitches because you feel like they should be tricking off on these dusty, good-for-nothing men? Mind your own pocketbook. Maybe if you weren't allegedly buying RollsRoyces for your man, you'd be able to feed the people at your events when the time came. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come down really quick and give my thoughts and opinions. You already know that I want to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Peace.
Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but I'll always choose.